Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new episode of the Dimers Podcast, episode 10. That's right. I'm your host, Christian uh, Big Man.
What's good,
Shut the.
man? Very good, man.
All right, I'm your
Sorry,
host,
man.
Riley.
Yes,
And I'm
sir.
not your host, Avery.
Okay, so this is a bit of impromptu. I don't got anything planned. But if we do have to talk about John McAfee, because
We
he's a very
do,
interesting man.
just fucking springing right into it, are we?
Yeah,
So,
full force.
So John McAfee is probably most known for his founding of McAfee antivirus, which is absolute dog shit, but that's not his fault.
you
We'll
get
get into
annoyed.
that later
I
on.
use that every day, dude.
Nobody
Fucking
uses
shit
that. It's
talk.
just pre-installed, and it just reminds you to fucking pay for it when
Windows
it's done.
Defender is a better.
Absolute
in every
garbage
way.
of a virus software. So Mr. McAfee founded this company in 1987, Christian, and then he yeeted his ass off of it by selling the shares in 1994, and has since called it the worst software on the planet.
It's pretty
So
bad.
clearly, this man, very high and mighty opinion of it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does he have a yee ass haircut?
He looks pretty stupid, so I
Okay.
would say yes.
All right, hey,
got like a-
Dimer complete.
If by
just
stupid
looks
you mean
like-
millionaire, man.
Yeah, he is
money.
annoying. He just looks like a guy who's barely holding on, you know?
This is a guy.
Like he
That's
just looks like
holding
that
on.
rich dude that is in like a crime movie. That's what he looks like.
Absolutely.
And he's probably the villain in it.
I'm pretty sure he was
Um,
actually. I'm pretty sure he was like they made a movie called Gringos, right? That's based off
Yeah?
of him.
That'd be funny
He's
if
Lex,
it was. I
he's
have
Lex
never heard of
Luthor,
it.
but with hair.
Ooh,
Lex Luthor with hair. Okay, that's a
Yes, sir.
that's Elon Musk.
that is true.
Mm.
I would say Elon Musk. Elon Musk is got a very distinct face. But
He's
fuck
just a
Elon
person.
Musk. So back to Mr. John McAfee. This man, first dive into his political dealings. Now, Mr. McAfee, very, very big libertarian, probably because he's not paid taxes since 2010. But we'll get into that later. He ran for president, Christian, both in 2016 and this year.
Oh, did he run?
As,
Is he running
uh,
this year?
Well, he was. He dropped
Oh,
out already. But
well.
he started out his 2016 run by creating a party known as the Cyber Party, which
Oh my God.
died in like a few months, and then he ran for the Libertarian, and then I think he got third place in that.
Huh.
And then he ran again in 2020, and apparently just nobody cared again, and he dropped out a couple of months ago. But he believes taxes are illegal, Christian, and has claimed to not file a tax return since 2010.
So how's he not in prison?
Don't worry, we'll get into more prison stories later on because he's a
Okay.
very interesting man. But before we get into the prison thing, let's just point out that apparently he said that in July of 2017, that in 3 years, if Bitcoin was not $500,000, he would eat his dick on national TV. Now, I don't know if you know this, but 3 years from July 2017 is next month, and Bitcoin is at like 9,000 something.
I'm hyped.
Nowhere near the 500. But apparently he's since come out and said that it was just a publicity stunt, so he's not going
Oh.
to do it.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a faker.
Don't all people do that though? They just back out last second. They're like, I didn't actually.
wasn't me. It was just a prank, bro.
That was my friend on my phone. He tweeted
That was Mon Jacafee. Wouldn't know him. He goes to a different school.
I was hacked.
That was my
So,
girlfriend, bro.
Let's be
No.
honest here. John McAfee's a pimp. We'll get into that too. But so in the 2000s, he fell on some hard times. Apparently, he lost he was down to about $4 million after the 2008 financial crisis. So he decided to move to Belize, and he had like a pharmaceutical company or some bullshit based on some crap he grew there. And he lived there for a few years, and then apparently his compound was raided by the police that suspected him of selling unlicensed drugs. And, they eventually cleared him of that. But later his neighbor was shot and killed, and McAfee was a suspect for the murder. And he was very paranoid at this point, probably because of years of drug addiction. and he figured that they wouldn't give him a fair trial, so he left the country while wanted or being a suspect for murder.
Didn't he go to Nicaragua or something?
And he went to Guatemala.
Ah, Guatemala.
And it's funny because he had a vlog where he just talked about being on the run from the police. And some Vice reporters went down to visit him in Guatemala, and they posted pictures of their adventure. They did not delete the the location data in the pictures when they posted them. So they posted this blog post or this article with pictures of John McAfee, and in the pictures data, it had the location of where the pictures were taken.
This
And
sounds like a
so,
sting
you know,
operation.
yeah, so John McAfee was then arrested in Guatemala, and they were going to send him over to Belize for their charges, but he claimed to have had 2 heart attacks. He really did not have 2 heart attacks. That was just a stunt he pulled to get his lawyer more time, and it fucking worked because he didn't get deported to Belize. He got deported to the United States, and I don't think he's after he got deported to the U.S. The government of Belize hasn't done shit, so they must have cleared him up somehow. But once he got back to the U.S., he's like, I got to get me some pussy, and so literally the night he got back to the United States, he slept with this prostitute, and that prostitute is now his wife. So I don't know if she was attracted to the money or his
He has a great
beautiful face.
personality.
He has a personality.
It's,
Um,
it's really funny that the whole like charges thing, that he's probably still got like an outstanding warrant for his arrest in like every country he's been in.
I like that he was deported to the U.S. and he still hasn't paid taxes at this point. So,
Yeah, I don't know how
but
that's possible at this point.
another funny thing about him, Christian, is on his thing. Apparently, he's claimed to have like 40-something biological children.
Oh my God.
He's trying to pull
I
a
don't think it's ever
Genghis
been
Khan.
proven, but I'd believe it.
He's
And
trying
he's
to
pimping out in South America. Who knows how many
hey,
children he has?
hey, he's trying to pull a Genghis Khan, man. He's trying to,
Genghis Khan.
He spread
Let's
that
see
nut.
where we were. Last year, Mr. McAfee, on the run again, he has left the United States to live on a boat because of tax problems. So he's no longer in the U.S. as far as I could tell.
he's just
I
on
think
a
he was
boat.
arrested at some point in some other country for suspected of an illegal weapon, but they didn't charge him. So I think he was released. He claims that because he invented like the first antivirus software, he's like a badge of honor for computer hackers, and he's very paranoid about computer security. So he like has other people buy all of his hardware, and apparently he changes his IP address multiple times a day.
I can't say I blame him.
This is a man who's barely hanging on,
Yeah.
I think. Like,
I did a
there's-
quick Google search on images there, and there's a lot of pictures with him and guns. So,
oh yeah, that's going back to that whole libertarian thing.
Well, yeah,
Very,
that's
Yeah.
because when he was in Guatemala, apparently the police raided his yacht, and they found several like weapons and ammo.
Also, I love when he left the country, they apparently sold all of his belongings in Belize. So those are gone. Another great video here by McAfee is in like 2013, he made a video titled "How to Uninstall McAfee Antivirus." This video features him covered in a powdery substance on the nose and surrounded by barely dressed women.
Oh, great video.
So it's an experience to watch. Would highly recommend.
Yeah, I would want the experience just to learn how to uninstall McAfee itself, because
Well, and you get some sideshow entertainment, like a Vegas act while you're watching it.
exactly.
as someone who's
got
had
a ringmaster?
McAfee fucking antivirus on their computer, it's basically malware. It's
100% malware. Like, there's no reason it should exist. How does it make money? Like, just old people paying for it?
I don't know.
There's no reason it should exist. But also, I don't know if you remember this, but in like the end of 2018, Mr. McAfee went on some great Twitter moments.
I do remember
But
those.
it involved him talking about whale sex.
I don't
Well,
remember
And,
that.
I'll read you this tweet. So, December 31st, 2018. Enough of the whale fucking is non-consensual bullshit. A humpback whale weighs 70,000 pounds, is 50 feet long, can dive more than a quarter mile, and can crush ships with a single swipe of its tail. If a human manages to fuck one, you damn well better believe it's consensual. Now that's just incredible. That's like well said right there. Like that. Holy
I think
shit.
that describes the whole entire series of what's it called? Whale Watchers. It's fucking
Whale Wars, remember that
Whale
show?
Wars. That's it. That's
Where
it.
there's like the Australian people who just fire on Japanese boats with like tear gas and like water cannons.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, though.
It was on the History Channel or something, Animal Planet, I think maybe.
I think it was on Animal Planet. Yeah. Or
I think my favorite was
maybe
that
it's
the
Travel
theme
Channel, I
song
don't
was Bullet with butterfly wings, which had absolutely no reason to be there, but it was. It's kind of like how Deadliest Catch uses Dead or Alive. I guess that makes a little more sense for the show.
It's the deadliest catch.
He also talked about, like, before he sent that consensual whale sex tweet of, he mentioned it before, where, like, there was this festival in Asia where people just fuck whales.
What?
And apparently the longest somebody's gone is 31 seconds. So,
Of fucking a whale?
I don't know how they determine that, yeah. I'm not sure
Like-
where the stats are kept on this, or
Like before they
Not be got a
die
hold
or
of 'em.
before they finish. Huh?
I don't
Now,
know.
when you say Asia, you really just mean Japan, right?
I think it was.
It's
Japan.
most
It
likely
was somewhere
Japan.
in Asia.
Japan is a
The Japanese
backwards-
love their whales.
Yeah, they also have weird things. Like I think they have like a holiday dedicated to the penis or something like that. I think that's
Well, I mean,
true.
who doesn't?
Everywhere
called
else.
Father's
Happy
Day?
Dick Day. There it is.
Father's Day's coming up, Christian. I celebrate Dick Day.
Of course. No.
Not a fan of Dick Day.
Dick Dale.
Dig Day.
Oh, Dick Dale?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Dick Dale, Christian, his song is, or the sample of one of his songs on Kids Bop.
Was it Miserlo or how do you say it?
Yeah, the only song anybody knows about him.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction made it famous, I think. Who knows how
Yes.
famous it was before then. But
Those were
Kids Bop 10,
Famous in the 50s.
not it. Kids
No.
Bop 9 was pretty good. Kids Bop 10, pretty garbage.
Kids Bop 9 was
What we
top 3.
learn-
This is
What we
Oh, it's
learned from this
top
is
two.
that Kids Bop, they have a lot of off albums. They're very hit or miss. Kids Bop in general is just not good, but there's a reason why we're doing this, and that's because it's funny, I think.
I'd say that
But,
I gave the tracks list on this one like a 6. You know, it's acceptable. The production though, absolutely dog shit. Probably a 3.
Yeah.
yeah, they're not very.
Not
all,
good.
I don't know.
every song on there sounds the fucking same.
Well,
It feels
they're
like
all
every,
boring. Like just
Random pop R&B. That's the
shit.
whole
I
entire
don't know.
thing.
I mean, that wasn't a lot of the 2000s.
It feels like
pop
every
music, but-
3 albums they get like a bonus that they get to work on the budget, so it goes straight into the production. But, like the other 2 or 3 albums in between that is just like fucking budget cut.
I'm just waiting for the point that they made it big. You know,
Mm,
because in this one they still feel like just like some ass seen on TV like garbage.
That's because it
And they
was.
definitely
they were
are.
there for a while, I think, though.
It was like that until
Yeah,
after
I feel like
the 20s.
probably like 30 is when it got to acceptable
high
quality.
production,
I
yeah.
guess. Yeah, they at least put money into it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We didn't know what the budget was for all of these albums leading up to this because 4 and 9 were the only ones that were acceptable.
We need to do a deep dive on the analytics of Kids Bop album records.
Call up
Sales.
call up some of the early people involved. Feel like
Yeah,
we
can
need
I
some
get
stats here. Miss Dr. Kid Spot?
Hey, I know you were involved in this.
Can I get your
Can you tell me
financials
anything you know?
from 04, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I got no clue, kid.
We ever figured out if Kids Bop is its own record label, or are they on a record label?
They're owned by the record label, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's sad. After we get through all the Kids Bop, can we go through the Big Time Rush discography?
I'm pretty sure that one consists of 2 things.
Yeah, it'll be grand two things. Like, I don't even remember anything about that show, other than their manager was like some Slavic-looking dude who was just a piece of shit. That's all I
I
remember.
just remember the theme song.
Uh, 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 uh.
Yeah, that's all everybody remembers. That
Iconic.
song. Yeah, it's pretty iconic.
Who'd win, Big Time Rush or Lemonade Mouth?
I have no idea what the fuck a lemonade mouth is.
Like, you don't know Lemonade Mouth?
No.
That's sad. It was like a Disney Channel original movie.
Yep, nobody knows those movies.
What
Except
do
for,
you
like, the
mean
early
nobody
ones.
knows those movies?
People only remember the
Like,
early ones.
Are you a Halloween Town stan?
Yes. People like anything after like 2009, nobody knows for Disney original movies. Okay, like
There's some absolute garbage ones out there.
you have I think wasn't Max Keeble's Big Move.
Do you remember the one where the kid become a merman?
What?
I think it was called like 13 or something. Like on his 13th birthday. Just became
Oh,
like a mer
I think
person.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it, but
It was
maybe I have, I
an
don't know.
experience. We're gonna have to add Disney Channel original movies to the
no.
watch party
no,
list.
Don't.
Why not?
The only one I will accept is Big Fat Liar, which is a great fucking movie.
I think I looked them up once, like how many there are, and there's like hundreds.
Oh yeah, they just pump that shit out like it's nothing.
Yeah, it's like Hallmark 2.0.
Even Hallmark
Except
hires
they get different
actual-
casts.
Actual people.
That's debatable.
Okay, they hire like the same person, but they change.
they hire like 5 people.
every
they film
every
10 movies.
woman in a Hallmark movie looks the same. Some
That's because they
random.
probably are.
Well, true. I looked at like a picture of like a group of them, and it was indistinguishable. It was like here's blonde woman, blue eyes, and it's like
White Dragon.
repeated like 7 times. They look the same.
Well, the story is repeated 7 times too, so at least
That's
they're
also
consistent.
true. Hallmark
7,
Christmas
it's
movies are
700.
fucking all the same.
And just old women eat them up.
Yeah, i.e. my mom, who watches
big
it.
Hallmark
for
stan.
Apparently, I keep telling her it's the same fucking movie. And I'm like, let me guess, it's about some random woman who's in the big city, and she goes to a small town and meets this guy. And I'm like, well, that's exactly what happens. So, well, she's like, shut up. And I'm like, okay.
And then you forgot the part where they like go through some turbulence and stop seeing each other, but then
Oh
in the
yeah.
end, they
Then
get
she
back together.
realizes that her true happiness is there with him, or something. It's fucking stupid.
How did Hallmark Channel like come to be? Were they just like was the gift card company around, and then they just made bank selling cards?
Wait, is that
Fucking
that the same thing?
I'm pretty
It's the
sure.
same company?
Well, they also
Yeah,
have-
it is.
Oh
they
my
have the
God, it's the same
retail
company?
stores, too.
What the hell is
I
the
don't know if they're
retail
still
store?
around.
What the fuck? Do they just sell cards?
You don't know the Hallmark stores? There used to be one in the mall.
Do they just sell like gift like fucking
They
cards?
sell cards,
and
but they
Yankee
also
candles?
sell like other. Yeah, they sell like candles and other like
They sell
old
like
person
knickknacks,
gift
don't they?
garbage.
Yeah.
Like fucking nutcrackers.
Mm-hmm.
Just like random shit you don't need.
The only person I knew that had a nutcracker was my grandma. She had a
She
couple
used it to
of
crack
them.
nuts.
No. It was like tiny ones
It's
for
an
like
aesthetic
decoration.
piece.
Yeah. Aesthetic nutcracker.
My grandma has these like light up houses that are like Christmas themed. I don't know why.
Oh, I used to have one of those.
It's like they're pretty. They're just like glass that's painted pretty much.
Yeah, I used to have one of those like little like ceramic things that was like white and then you'd
Yeah,
paint
that's
it.
what they
And then
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Do people still do ceramics? Is that like a thing?
No.
You know, there's a
I'm
class
old.
at
I
my
miss-
school that's ceramics.
I miss the age of chia pets. That was a true ceramic.
That,
True
do you consider that an
ceramic.
age?
Oh, yeah. It was an age. It was like anywhere from
Well,
like the
they're still
70s
around,
to
aren't
like
they?
the
They are.
Yeah, they do. My dad had a Garfield.
We gotta
one
pick up a
that was
chip.
pretty
Yeah,
great.
Garfield. I feel like is a pretty iconic one.
Yeah, Garfield
Like
and
Scooby-Doo, another one?
Yeah, yeah.
Nope.
Those are the big
I know
two. I think
there's like I think there's a President Bush one or some shit like a while ago.
Who do you think the funniest chia pet would be?
Bob Ross, and it's an afro.
I was thinking
Yes.
Seth Rogen.
that's
so
that's
they're
a pretty
similar.
great one.
Bob Ross, Seth Rogen. What about?
Putin.
How would you make like a bald person chia pet?
Or like
Just, like,
a
it grows their
Rasputin or some
eyebrows.
Shit. That just like grows his beard out.
What about like some Chinese dude with a big ass mustache?
Mm.
There you go.
What kind of plants do they even use at geopats?
The Emperor during World War II, his mustache.
There you go.
I don't remember his name.
It was Charlie Chaplin.
Yup. Yup. A twist.
How much poo do you think Charlie Chaplin got?
On the
Probably a
reg,
lot.
Yeah,
at least 2.
at least 2 poon.
Yeah.
That dude, like, he's like the first
Quiet
mega
guys.
celebrity.
Quiet guys know how to fuck. You know?
I don't think he
I
was
think he was
quiet.
quiet in the
He was very
those
quiet.
areas.
Well, it's a silent movie. I mean,
It's a silent movie, but he was a pretty quiet guy.
See that one where it's just him like slamming the door in a guy's face for like 5 minutes?
I like the
Funny
one.
shit I ever saw.
I like the shit with the ladder. Anything with the ladder
Yeah.
is usually pretty.
Is that
good.
the one with the clock?
I
The
remember
one where
it's
he's like hanging off a clock.
I remember something vaguely with a car as well. The ladder.
Well, he made a shit ton of movies, so they're probably all factual.
Yeah.
There's the one where he's just parodying Hitler. So
Mm-hmm. I think there was one short that he did, and it was like one of the only shorts that he did where he talked, and it was like an actual like pretty good speech.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like an
Yeah.
every motivational speech compilation of the man.
Yeah.
He sounds pretty like gross in it too. It's like don't speak. I see why. You don't need that. I don't know if it's just the microphone quality or
That might have been.
what.
Could
I
have
have
been
to
the reason why.
respect the like the
Good call.
cinematography of making movies back then because it must just have been a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
you look
mean-
at like a '50s movie and it's just like, damn, how did they make this?
I couldn't even like imagine that because I know the pains of like when I did photography and stuff, we had to do like the old black and white cameras and the film cameras and shit, and that is a pain in the ass to do. Like going in the dark room.
Weird film.
You have to
reel.
take all the pictures and stuff, and you don't even know if they're good or not. You could take a whole ass film of pictures that are completely overexposed, or they're not exposed at all, and you wouldn't really know until you put chemicals on it, shit like that.
I think they use like
And it's
bromine or something like that.
Give me some Polaroid, Christian.
I can't remember what it was, but there's a lot of good like Fixer and stuff like that.
Do you guys remember
No.
the Game Boy camera attachment?
Oh man, Game Boy.
Oh, yeah.
attachments.
Like it had like the little printer thing with it. They would
Yeah.
print the
Game Boy
picture
Color.
on.
I never had one of those, but I remember like.
I never
having
did either,
one of,
but
like,
I know it exists.
I remember always having one of those fucking like backlights that you fucking plug in.
Yeah, you
because
did
you
plug
couldn't
into
see
this-
the fucking screen
Yeah.
ever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those were something. That's just weird to think of. That wasn't that long ago.
No.
Now you have a fucking
wasn't.
phone.
Yeah.
You can play all of the Pokemon games you want.
That is just so weird.
What's the last Pokemon game you played, Christian?
I think I played Black 2.
See, that's
Oh
more
no no
recent.
no!
The last
It was,
one I played was.
Alpha Sapphire.
I guess the last one I played release-wise was Soul Silver.
Mm.
So that was what, like 2010, 11. I haven't played any of them since.
I never played a Pokemon game. Fun fact.
It's a big rip.
You ever
It was-
Pokemon Go'd to the polls?
They're all the exact same
Nope.
game, but they're fun.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
figured.
They're always a pretty good time.
The fact that they got away with releasing the same game but like slightly different twice in the same year is just stupid. Then they'd release the third version like a year or two later. That was bullshit.
I mean, you think about it, like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are pretty much the same game. Same
They are.
concept, same engine, exact same engine, but the setting and the story is different.
Vaguely
Pokemon,
gets better as
nobody
well.
cares about the story because it's the same objective in every single game.
It's the characters you gotta love and the Pokemon. Like
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
any of the teams from every Pokemon are just great. Like Team Skull from Sun and Moon is fucking great. It's your
Big,
boy
team-
Guzma.
Team Lava.
Your boy
What
Guzma. Absolute
was
Chad.
Lava in? Was that in Sapphire and Ruby?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
Was the one that the remake got IGN's review of Too Much Water. Even though it was a remake of a game that already came out. Like,
Yeah.
what? Too much water. How the hell is that a complaint? They just don't like
It's only a
using
complaint if,
surf
it,
or
if the
what?
water's in the level. Because
I
nobody
didn't-
likes
you know, I
water
didn't
levels.
find out. I didn't find out until like a year ago that you can use the move cut to like cut down wild grass.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I was never told to me. Okay. I mean, it's a pain in the ass. Why would you ever use it? I guess you could set it to the hotkey and then just spam that, but I always had the bike as the hotkey.
Mm.
That was my strat. Which starter type did you go for the most?
Usually always the water type.
See, I never would choose the water because there's like way too many good water Pokemon. I always just get Gyarados because it's an absolute Chad.
True. But the water Pokemon starters are so cool. And
They
they're,
are
they're
cool.
probably the best starters.
And I'd say Fire's pretty good because there's just jack shit for wildfire
you,
types.
You never grab fucking, fucking grass type.
Hey, I'm a Bulbasaur stan. So
No. Don't play
I
Bulbasaur.
100% will stand for Bulbasaur because
No, don't do that.
He is a stan.
I am
His name
standing
is
for my
Stan.
boy. Well, see, Bulbasaur, I think the first two gyms were always rock and water. So you get Bulbasaur and you just cruise through the first two. Because you got Brock and then whoever the fuck the water gym person was. Fucking Brock. Squinty
Brock.
ass.
So is he like a panda, like Asian cross black, or is he just black with bad
I
eyesight?
don't know what he is. I don't think Pokemon's ever bothered to explain either.
I don't think they would, because they don't want to like create a whole like race issue, you know? 'Cause some people would be like, but actually he looks like this. But, you
What's
know.
the whole thing with like the Nickelodeon Twitter saying that SpongeBob is gay or something?
What?
I've seen people talk about it, but I haven't bothered to look into it.
I'm pretty sure SpongeBob is asexual considering he is a sponge.
Yeah.
Sponge?
Yeah.
Well, people have been like debating if he was gay or not for a while. I mean, there's literally like parts where SpongeBob's like, "Bye, Squidward," and
Am
he says
I
it
a
twice. And
pretty
he's like,
girl?
"You said bye." Yeah. Like people have been saying, "Oh, he's hitting on Squidward." It's like, no,
Dude, Squidward
so.
got them tentacle hands.
boy, easy read.
I saw a pretty great meme come from it though, where it was referencing the episode where SpongeBob goes into Sandy's house but can't breathe, but doesn't want to tell her, and it was just the comment that is the ultimate simp maneuver. Like, damn right.
Is a simp. Confirmed.
He wanted that squirrel puss, you know.
Don't ever say that
Dang,
again.
bro.
Jesus.
Christian, but why in Alvin and the Chipmunks are they wearing clothes if they just let their junk hang out? That's what I want to know.
Let's say hypothetically the chipmunks were getting hit.
There's way too many Alvin and the Chipmunks movies being made. That shit was horrendous.
Is there more than like two?
There's at
Yeah.
least three.
There's three of them? Jeez.
There's at least three.
I know.
I don't
there's
remember
the
any.
first one.
I remember like I remember the plot with like the bald guy, or whatever, like the agent dude that's trying
Oh,
to
you
find
mean
them. And
David
then,
Cross?
Yeah.
Complete asshole here.
Uh huh.
Yeah, like in real life. What a
I remember that one, and that's about it. The other ones,
The second one I
Probably
think
didn't
is where they
watch.
have like the
The
chick-
girls.
Chipettes?
Yeah, the chick. ones.
yes, yeah. I don't remember anything except just the girl, chipmunks, because they're hot. But,
What?
Excuse me?
Nervous laughing. Anyway,
Where the
third one,
fuck do
I
we go
couldn't
from
even tell
there?
ya.
We're
I
gonna go
couldn't even
into
tell you what the third one's
cartoon characters we wanted to fuck as kids. All right, let's go.
No.
Okay,
But I didn't
so
get to
That's-
mention how the dude from
Number
My
one.
Name is Earl is the guy from Alvin and the Chipmunks yet.
what?
What?
Jason Lee, he was a skateboarder, and then he was in My Name Is Earl, and he's in Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh. So back to
What
the
a
whole
life.
cartoons we wanted to fuck as kids. Let's see, Jessica Rabbit, pretty up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lola from Space Jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
Here's a hot take: the Hex Girls from Scooby Doo.
I was really
The
concerned where
Hex
you're going to
Girls.
go. I thought you were going to say, like, the
Wait, are those
Powerpuff
the,
Girls or
the
something.
vampire
Yes. Yes.
girls? Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right. You know
Uh,
what? I'll stand for that.
Yes. Validate. Okay. Let's see. What about you? I can't think of anything
Not
else.
because
off
they're
the top of my head.
vampires, but just because they're,
Peppa
I
Pig.
don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
Shigo from Kim Possible. That's it.
Okay.
Shigo, what?
The green bitch from Kim Possible.
The green bitch.
Oh my god,
I don't-
I didn't really watch Kim Possible.
Really?
Wait, did you watch Danny Phantom?
A little bit.
Hmm.
You think you're gonna refer to the gamer girl goth GF there?
You a big stan
Hey,
of that,
bud.
Avery?
Yeah. Are you?
Answer the fucking question.
I feel like we can't just mention women. You gotta mention Johnny Bravo.
Oh, what a
Oh, yeah.
Chad. That guy's packing.
Like, 100% is an alpha specimen.
Yeah.
Oh, mama. I want to rewatch Johnny Bravo just to see
What about
how
like
it
the
holds up.
teenage what is the
Mutant Ninja
what is
Turtles.
the freaking cartoon?
My life as a
The
teenage robot.
Yes. Yes.
How the hell
that
did Christian
chick.
know where you were going with that?
Oh my god. I
So-
remember it's just a white and blue robot chick.
Do you want to
That's
fuck
all I
the
remember.
white and blue robot? Is that what you're saying?
I probably would.
Okay.
He's into real girls, but
Oh God! I
oh, real
forgot those
dolls.
existed.
Yeah, real dolls. What the hell the fucking they're called?
The transgender attachment on the sex doll. You know, I was watching a YouTuber. He ordered one of those and unboxed it as a video, and then he put it together and hired a photographer to come over and take pictures of it with him with the doll
That's great.
as like a couple picture. And then like the photographer initially agreed to be on camera, but then after seeing the doll, wanted their face blurred. So
Understandable.
I think like the head comes detached when you get it, and then like it's just like I don't know. There was something really weird about feature about it. It might have been like the breasts were like deflated or some random shit. I don't remember what the weird
Deflated,
feature
huh?
about it was. Yeah, they got multiple orifices though, Christian. In case you want to get
There's
crazy.
a lot of weird shit in the world, inspired by like sexual fantasies, and
Like
it's
the
just-
hair cutting
it-
vacuum cleaner attachment.
Yeah.
What?
You know, we
Oh,
talked about that on
yeah,
one of the other
yeah,
podcasts.
yeah. Can I remember? I know what you're talking
Phobia or
about.
whatever the
Yeah.
fuck
The
it is.
That thing was fucking stupid.
We should
Yeah,
create
I
an
don't know.
ass scene on TV item.
I don't think it'd be as successful as like what 10 years ago.
Yeah, like look at ShamWow, the rise and fall.
ShamWow. Mm.
Isn't that guy in
Well,
jail
dude,
for like
The
drug
dude just
dealing?
invented a towel and like made it popular.
That guy went to jail for something. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was drug
Yeah,
dealing or
I-
something.
Sounds
It was
about right.
prostitution, I think.
Oh, was it
Like,
prostitution?
He was caught.
He looks-
He was caught with a prostitute, I think.
Nice.
He looks like a dick, so you know
Yeah.
something. He looks like a
does.
villain. You can see it in his eyes.
He did. He just gave no fucks during the commercial. It's like, yep, there you go. Sucks up water. Sucks up coke products.
Sucks up the
There you
blood
go.
stains, if you know what I mean.
That prostitute ain't sucking very good. Shoot it in the head. Clean it
It
up.
cleans
There
up
you
so
go.
good, even under a
You can
black
use it as a
light.
good gag.
Even under a black light, you can't see anything.
Cleans up so good. The chlorine and the bleach ain't even needed.
You know, I'm glad we have the
Epic
Flex
style.
Seal guy. He's like the last, like, commercial star, you know?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
After
of
Billy
damage,
Mays
dude.
was dead. Now, don't get me wrong,
He's
Flex
like a-
Seal guy not as good as
He's
Billy
like a
Mays,
cross of like. He's like a cross of like Billy Mays and somebody else. I
but
don't
We have
know.
to have Billy Mays as a dimer at some point.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Just in
I
his
feel like he
his
fits the
memory.
criteria.
You need to write it down. Because we had like a list of people and couldn't remember any of them.
Listen, there was like 10 people at least.
Yeah. Just get another freaking wheel going. By the way,
The
speaking
Wheel
of
of
the
Dimers.
wheel, when are we doing the next freaking watch party here?
Friday at the latest, I would say.
Okay,
Mm.
okay, okay.
Catch me if you can. I think it was better the second time I saw it.
Yeah, I didn't remember anything except like the
Remembered
doctor part
Frank.
I remember some things, but
Yeah.
like
and
the two
and I
mice,
remember
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I didn't remember that at all.
yeah.
I was a big fan of the knock knock joke.
That was pretty
Just
good.
there.
Knock. Fuck
Go
you.
fuck yourself.
Tom Hanks' delivery on that was great.
Can we just say how like Tom Hanks he just fucking kills every character he's in? It's just like it's amazing.
He's a good
Is
actor.
there-
He's a man
Is there
that.
ever a character that he just never was good at? Like,
See, I'm glad that he never like joins like a franchise role and he always plays a new character. Because then you just don't ever associate him with, like we
Literally
talked
anybody.
about. Robert Downey Jr. is just never going to be able to have a role again because he's just going to be seen as Iron Man.
No, think of like Daniel Radcliffe. That guy's career is actually
Yeah,
ruined.
yep, 100%. Like, there's no way anyone's going to see him as anything other than Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta keep mixing it up.
I mean, every time I see Tom Hanks, I think of the Forrest Gump.
Jedi.
Yeah.
But that's
Forrest
like
Gump's probably
easily
his most
overlooked.
memorable.
Yeah,
Better like Toy Story.
it's just a good movie.
Yeah, but he's just the voice in that. So.
True.
Pixar always gets some weird ass voice actors that are like, wait, like why Don Rickles is fucking Mr. Potato Head. Like, how did they get that?
Hmm.
How'd they get Billy
That's weird.
Crystal to play Mike Wazowski?
Mike Wazowski.
Or what's his face? Solely, John Goodman.
Yeah.
They just loved the Big Lebowski and like, hey, can you play a giant blue monster?
Hey, he's got 2 horns, he got big claws, and he's got a tail.
Can we just talk about how
You
the
win, yeah.
secretary in Monsters Inc. is the exact same as Catch Me If You Can? That was 100% the same
Absolutely
person.
That was
Get
amazing.
in, file your
Even-
paperwork.
Even the thin red lipstick is like just spot on.
I like the fact
That's
when we were
amazing.
watching that, like we all had the same reaction of, oh
Yeah.
Well,
shit,
'cause
that's the chick
100%
from,
what it was.
from Monsters Inc.
I was like, do y'all think this chick looks like the receptionist from Monsters Inc? Yes.
We were all thinking it.
That was amazing. This is why
Chuck,
the
that
watch
was
party is
sick.
a must-have.
I'm personally pulling for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory next.
Is it the
I haven't
newer
seen
one
that
or is it
movie
the
in
old one?
years.
It's the new
Yes.
one, and the new one is just
Yeah.
so good.
I don't remember. The
I
new
think
one
I
that
saw
much.
that in theaters and have never seen it since.
It's an absolute fucking trip. It is.
It is. Well, yeah.
Imagine like you're a kid and you watch Cat in the Hat and you thought, oh, it's weird and crazy, and then you watch it again as an adult and you get the exact same feeling. It's like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
There's a lot of those movies in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
So we get anything Tim Burton made.
Oh yeah.
Like, how many Alice in Wonderland movies have there been, and how many of them has anyone cared about? I feel like there's
I don't
5,
know.
and they're all garbage. There's no reason.
There's
to
more
watch
than like
any of them.
2.
There's definitely more than 2.
Really?
Yeah, why does there have to be like a remake of like Alice in Wonderland like every like
Probably 'cause they're just all
so
shit.
many years?
I think they could make it better.
It's sort of the same story. It's like, what are you changing?
Yeah.
You're not changing anything.
Get a story like Pirates in the Caribbean. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
I like
Can
how
we
all
talk
the
about
Pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean is a movie that has like one good movie and the rest are just shit.
yeah.
I don't remember any of them, to be honest. Like
I only
those-
remember the
those
first
are the
one.
series where I've only watched like maybe once and haven't seen since. I just never really cared about him that much, you know.
I think it's like the only like the first one's good.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cool concept for a movie. I'll give them that.
Hmm.
You've seen the statistic that like, shit, I don't know if it's broken sense, but like, of all the movies that have been like finished in the top 5 like yearly earnings at the box office, you'd have to go back to like I think Avatar to find a movie that's, or no, maybe it was Gravity is like a movie that's not either a sequel or based on like a book.
Mm.
So that's just something.
Would Batman be based off of a book?
Yeah, that's
Comic book,
100%.
yeah.
All the comic book
mean,
ones are considered based on other
book.
material.
And it's
What
like
happened to
it's
Avatar?
like,
It
it's
was
like
a
a
long
top
time
box
ago.
office.
Yeah, like just like if you look at the top 5 yearly earners at the end of the year for the entire year, the top 5 are always based off of they're either like Marvel movies or something else that's based on either sequel or book. And I think it was live action only, so it wasn't including animated movies. And it just shows the lack of like original ideas that are in Hollywood.
Damn.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm trying to think of like one, and I'm like,
Yeah, there's not.
I mean, I don't know if it'd be like the lack of like creativity or it'd be like the lack of hype. Somebody has
Like,
like
you
a good
get-
idea, and it's just like it's not really based off somebody's seen, I guess, before. So it's like, is this gonna be good? I don't know.
Like you think of when all
This
the
never
like,
lives
big
up.
classic movies like Indiana Jones and Star Wars and Jurassic
Mm-hmm.
Park. Like when's the last time there's been a big franchise that's just been created out of nowhere?
probably Harry Potter.
It's just I guess if you Marvel would definitely be, but
No,
yeah, Harry Potter.
I would
definitely
not
said it.
include Marvel. Marvel has already existed prior to that.
Yeah, but nobody gave a shit about any of their movies until the cinematic universe.
Spider-Man 2 is the greatest superhero movie ever. Fight me.
Yeah, well, I guess Spider-Man 2 really paved the way for superhero movies.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
the-
2
in
walked so
general.
the MCU could run, alright?
The 90s Batman movies were okay.
Danny DeVito as fucking Penguin.
That's the greatest casting of all time.
Arnold as Mr. Freeze, though? Come on. I don't know.
What
It's
about
tough.
Jim
It's
Carrey?
tough. Oh, it's the
as the
Riddler.
Riddler?
Jim
It's
Carrey.
a tough
See,
one.
that's iconic, Christian.
It is.
That just brings me back to the old DS playing freaking Lego Batman. Ooh,
I never played Lego Batman.
I played the fuck out of Lego Star
Pretty
Wars,
good.
but never Lego
Yeah,
Batman.
Lego Star Wars. I think Lego Star Wars was the only one I ever played.
Lego Batman was a big one. A couple Star Wars games I had. Lego Indiana Jones is another one that I played. It was not bad either.
Isn't there supposed to be a new Indiana Jones movie, like in the next few years?
I have not heard anything about it.
I don't know.
Is Harrison Ford still going to be?
Is Harrison Ford's
Definitely
still
not.
alive? Who knows?
Dude's,
He might
like
make like
80.
an appearance.
He's fucking old
But
as hell.
he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be Indy.
I love watching any like talk show interview with Harrison Ford because you can tell he absolutely wants no part of it. Like he hates everyone on the stage. It's like, why the fuck am I
Just
here?
wants to
It's
go
just in the
home.
contract. He's like, I want my paycheck and I want to like leave. I'm Harrison Ford. I'm rich as fuck. I don't need to be here.
That's how you do it.
That's why they killed him off in episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't want to be any part
Yeah,
of
this
this
guy-
franchise anymore.
This guy's a fucking asshat. We need to kill him out of here.
He had the most, definitely had the most successful career of any of the 3 main Star Wars people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like-
well, I don't know. Mark Hamill also was pretty successful.
Yeah, he had a good voice acting career, but he was
Yeah.
never like
I mean, him
an
as the
actor
Joker.
again. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Iconic.
You gotta watch the scene where Mark Hamill is in that Batman and he's just playing himself, but he's talking to the Joker. And just does like an impression of a Joker. It's like one of the funniest, or like not funny, but like smartest scenes.
I think I've seen.
He
that
basically just does
before.
a Joker impression because he voices the same 2 people. And he like convinces him to crash the car.
Mm.
Like that's some genius writing there.
It is, bro. I don't know. I do not know, brother.
So should we talk about Kim Jong-un again?
That man is dead.
He has to be dead. There's no way. So like they blew up like a diplomatic building that they used to negotiate shit between the 2 Koreas. And I think it was built by South Korea, but it was in North Korea. And they just like blew it up, and
Is that the one that's on the border?
This-
Or?
I think it's just like it's near the border, but not on it. And the sister was the one who announced the like attack. Like, why wouldn't Kim Jong Un announce that? So do they just like want some money? What are they doing with it, Christian? What are you thinking?
Maybe they.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Christian, you got any ideas?
I think they're just attention whores. Like, you know?
I think that I was thinking that too.
Like we get it. Oh, you don't have food for your people.
Yeah, but they got missiles.
You know, if you want food for your people, you know, quit acting up. You know.
I think they're just kind of trying to cause a stir. Maybe
They're stirring the pot, if you will.
maybe have people think that they're like down and weak, but they're not. Even though it's North Korea, they're not. They're pretty weak. They don't eat.
I wonder if like that's gonna be like North Korea's like storm on Osama bin Laden, like their equivalent. You know, like we raided this compound and we bombed it.
I think they should just move the city of Seoul like away from the border.
It's probably for the best.
Have you seen Seoul? It's not very far away from the
It's
DMZ.
also pretty fucking massive.
Yeah. I also love how you they call it the DMZ, but there's no way that area is demilitarized in any capacity. They got minefields and shit all around there. Artillery.
That's what I love to see.
You love to see minefields?
Yeah.
Well, if you can see them, I guess that is pretty good. Usually you don't see
Yep.
them. That's where you get in trouble.
It's like an IRL equivalent of like hopscotching Minesweeper.
Exactly, dude.
Give them a big
That's
minesweeper stand.
the North Korea DMZ.
You see the little like the piles of like
You gotta set the flag on 'em.
disrupted dirt, and it's like, yep, there it is.
Put the flag there.
Put the sunglasses on.
I saw this video once of this like Vietnamese dude who would just go out into the wood, like the jungle, and just pick up mines and defuse them. Apparently, he's claimed to like defuse like over
Jesus.
like 500.
What a god. What a shit.
What a gamer!
I was gonna
So
say
what
gamer,
happens
but
if
I'm
one
like,
goes off?
Well, he doesn't do it anymore.
yeah.
Career's
This
over.
man's 100% though.
He's a real player.
He's a real baller shot
That
caller.
kind of just blows my mind that there's that many mines
Doesn't blow
left
his.
over still. That's true.
I mean, they still find like unexploded ordnances in Europe all the time. They have to evacuate the fucking town to defuse them.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like very dangerous too, because like in like every movie, it's like oh, you hear a click as you step down. No, that's not how it works in IRL at all.
No.
You literally you step down and you die.
Well, I think it depends. Like some of them aren't. The stepping down just like primes it, and then you have to like step off of it for it to actually detonate. But like I
Have you
would imagine
heard
like
some of the,
tripwire shit, you're just toast if you. Yeah,
Have you heard some of the fuck shit the Viet Cong had, like traps wise in the Vietnam War?
We could ask John McCain. He was held hostage by him for like a few years.
But like traps wise, like they had a lot of like really weird guerrilla warfare type shit that they used. It was not a good time.
Guerrilla warfare is it just gives you a chance. That's why you got to do it.
I know a lot
Exactly.
of times they like they had like those like the foxholes, right, that they make.
Yeah.
They trapped some of those, so when like if they had soldiers who went in to try to like see if there's anybody there, they would just fall into like a pit of bamboo spikes.
Yeah, those are called punji sticks.
Yeah, fucking terrifying.
Sometimes
Metal.
they would coat those in like shit to infect the person.
It just seems unnecessary.
Yeah. So if you got out, you'd probably have a pretty bad infection.
Like that's just got to be like a morale thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Marines
Not
tried
practical
that.
in any way.
You know how like Marines carried a bunch of like Joker cards in their helmets and stuff?
Yeah.
They would put Joker cards in like enemy Viet Cong's mouths when they died to scare the other Viet Cong when they came across the bodies.
Well, that and they also napalm the fucking shit out of the country.
They did do that too.
Yeah, and we fucking lost that war.
Pesticides and shit all over.
Agent Orange.
Probably not ethical in any way.
Nope.
No.
Agent Orange key.
Didn't
Agent Orange.
one of our high school history teachers didn't he get hit by Agent Orange? You know what I'm talking
No.
What? Huh?
about? A high school history teacher.
I mean, I have a
No.
pretty good idea of who you'd be talking
Yeah,
about, but
I know he served in
I
Vietnam.
don't.
I think he actually had Agent Orange.
He is Agent Orange.
Yeah,
Probably explain a lot, but I
yeah.
don't know.
Hmm. So when's he dying?
Uh, well, that's like the thing. It's
September
like
2nd.
that's the weird thing. Is like he hasn't
1972.
died yet. So he goes in like every like 3 or 4 months for like
Drugs,
checks.
cancer.
Yeah, for
Checks.
like checks every time.
Hmm. That's some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Yes, I looked into this little border dispute that the Chinese and Indians are having right now. There's absolutely no information whatsoever that's like good on why it's
Mm.
like. I guess they both just claim to have different parts of this border on the Chinese-Indian border, and so they have like troops there now to like enforce it. And you know the Chinese-Indian border is in the fucking Himalayan mountains, so it's just awful terrain. It's cold as shit. And I guess the confrontation got physical in the last couple days, and there's 20 Indians soldiers dead, and the Chinese haven't released their official statement yet. But the Indians say that there was some Chinese soldiers dead as well, and as far as I can tell, they didn't shoot each other, so they were just
Bigfoot.
brawling on the border. And I've seen
A
like some
grenade fell off.
I've seen some like unconfirmed reports that a bunch of them died because the elevation is so bad that they just fell to their deaths,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
or they froze to death after the injuries.
They're like
because
running at each
it's
other,
fucking
trying to
cold.
like beat the shit out of each other, and they both just like pass out.
And nobody
fucking
recorded
fall.
it. That's the tragedy.
Yikes.
So what happens if India and China go to war?
The
Yeah,
best.
this thing.
Oh, that is like the most
Like-
ideal thing I could ever wish for.
Excuse me.
Who would win this? Like, who
Definitely
win
China
it?
would
Because
win,
Yeah,
but like
they
not
China
the
both have
point.
numbers,
technology.
but like China has a lot more.
China
they're
has
not- a lot
better
more
education
technological.
and
That's
technological advance than India. Well, I think they're about
Well, you have
equal
to-
in number, population, but
Yeah,
Both China and India both have nuclear weapons.
China's military is
China
most
probably
definitely
has more,
better than the Crown Prince's fucking awful military.
India's got Gandhi on their side. Okay?
That man's dead.
Well, they had Gandhi on their side.
Starving yourself ain't gonna help you in this war.
Well, shit.
Well, that's why he turns to the nukes.
Well, she.
You know, you gotta look at Mao, right? Awful, awful person. Killed millions. But, you know, look at
Sure,
China now.
Mao.
They're developed, and India's just a pile of garbage. So,
Yeah.
maybe he
thanks,
was onto
Gandhi.
something.
Really did wonders for.
Then again, you know, China also wasn't a British colony for
Also
until like
true.
1950 or whatever.
Those damn
Then again, neither
Brits.
was Japan, and they decided to take over all of Southeast Asia. So, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, to
What started
China's.
that in Japan? They're just like, yeah, it's getting too crowded.
Them getting
More
shafted
land.
by the Allies in World War One. That's what started that.
True. Didn't think of
They're
that.
like, we fought for you guys. What do we get? And they're like, jack shit. And they're like,
You
"Well,
can keep the
fucking
islands you guys
Christ."
stole.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
well, fuck you. I'm gonna go steal some more. Then.
Wait, you talking about World War One or World War Two?
Well, like the Treaty of Versailles and how Japan just didn't get shit out of it.
Yeah.
They got 2 nuclear bombs out of the second one.
They sure did.
They said, "Fuck it. All right, we're gonna go rape Nanking." It's like, no, don't do that. So,
Please.
this is the League of Nations,
said
guys. We're
no.
not supposed to take over the world.
Fucking League of Nations.
How about I do anyway?
The League of Nations, more like the League of Legends, am I right? All right.
No. I think my favorite
Fuck
League
you.
of Nations fact is that it was President Truman idea, but then the U.S. never joined it. Because
Yeah,
Congress was just like,
created it.
that sounds like some bullshit to me. And it was some bullshit. So what did they do?
But it still happened.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Should we get into some more food arguments? Haven't done that.
All right.
Another
Yeah, I
day.
was debating whether to bring this up or not.
We had a discussion the other day, Riley, about something. I don't remember what it was, but it was something that was a hot
What do you mean
take.
you
You don't
remember?
remember? Okay, hot take. All right, oatmeal raisin cookies.
Oh
are not
my!
bad.
Shut the fuck up! All right, all right. No, oatmeal raisin cookies are the fucking scum of the earth. Worst cookie there possibly is. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna sum this argument up real quick. We got in the topic that raisins are shit food, right?
They are
And I
shit
said
food.
that they're only viable when you put them with certain things, like oatmeal raisin cookies. They're not bad with raisins, but raisins on their own are pretty stupid. I mean, it's really just a dried fucking fruit. Eat the damn grape. But I don't know what to say. I mean, I've already played my case earlier.
And you're
You
wrong.
Case is gay.
I don't know if I'm wrong. You know, it's
No,
an
no, no,
opinion.
no, no. I know that you're wrong.
No.
So you're out here trying to say that they're not built for deception. Okay, they are deception.
Raisins
No, I
are
didn't
built
say that.
They
for
represent
nothing.
I didn't say that.
disappointment.
Okay, I didn't say that they were built. They weren't built for deception.
They
I'm
are
just saying
deception.
that like you need to look at your food before you eat it. I mean,
Oh
these
my
guys
God.
are like, oh my, these guys are like not even looking at the cookie before they eat it.
Now, right,
If there's a
let me
fucking
say something.
giant-ass
Right.
spider in
Let
the
me say
cookie
something.
and
Let's
you
say
take a
let's say
bite,
you
that's your
glance
fault.
at a cookie, right? You pick it up, take a bite. You're not gonna assume there's fucking poison
Yeah.
in it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you won't be able to see that.
Yeah. And say
You can see
maybe
the difference within a raisin and a chocolate chip.
I see a
Chocolate
speck
chips
that's
are
very
solid.
dark. All right.
Let me
I'm
get-
like,
let me
oh,
put
chocolate
this
chip.
Let me put this case. How many times do you grab a USB cable and fuck up putting it on? This is the same thing here because the USB cable clearly marks which side you're supposed to put in, but I don't fucking look at that shit. I'm gonna blindly stab it 1,000 times until it goes in. It's the
Yeah,
same
but
thing
you're
with these
also not
damn
putting
cookies.
the USB cable inside view.
Who's to say I'm not?
I'm gonna boof the USB cable.
Listen, I'm just saying we don't
Yeah.
have time to go fucking Inspector Gadget on the damn cookie.
I'm not saying that
And,
you
like,
have to
do
be
a
Inspector
thorough
Gadget. I'm just saying,
evaluation.
hey, take a quick glance at the cookie before
No,
you
no,
fucking
no,
put it
no,
in your mouth and ingest it.
No,
You know?
no, no. I see a cookie. I'm like, oh shit. Smack that shit in my face. Fucking. It's like
And then-
it's like an
And then you
autonomic
kill the
response.
next
You know.
motherfucker who ordered them. That's what you do. Like, who the hell got these cookies? Why did you get
Okay.
raisin cookies? Do you hate children?
You know,
The answer is yes, they do.
you don't even like. You're acting like I'm like taking out like a monocle or a fucking magnifying glass
are.
and going
Yeah,
under.
you are.
You
You're
pick
just
it up.
oblivious to the
you
fact
look
that
at
people
it.
just grab their thing and they just bite into
You
it. They're
pick
like,
it
what
up.
the
You
fuck?
pick it up. You look at it. Oh, this fucking cookie is hella lumpy, and the fucking,
And this dude's like,
the
dickhead,
chocolate
move out of
chips.
the fucking table and stop pondering eating the damn cookie.
These chocolate chips look a little bit lumpy as well, and they're a little bit red. That must not
I'll get my
be,
protractor next time I fucking eat a cookie, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's not the
that's a good
correct.
point.
Test tube out. We
It's
got
not the
test
correct
Also brought
angle.
up a good point that you know, the oatmeal raisin cookies, they have like a cinnamony kind of smell to them. When you put that
Oh
up
my
to your
God.
when you
What
put
are
that up
fucking
to your
Mr.
mouth,
Krabs?
when you put that up to your fucking mouth, you're gonna smell that as soon as you go to take a
No,
bite.
I don't smell it because I'm biting it. I'm not.
All right,
like,
what do you say to any person that is colorblind and can't smell it? Huh? Has no sense of smell, huh? What do you say then?
I mean, also, if you don't have a sense of smell, you also probably don't have a sense of taste. So,
I personally have a really bad sense of smell, but I can't smell shit.
so is your taste buds, a little bit out of whack too, or
Uh,
that explain this whole thing?
no. They're not out of whack because I know that chocolate chip tastes good and oatmeal is trash.
I'm not gonna say that chocolate
It's not the
chip isn't
oatmeal that's the
good.
problem. It's the
Well,
raisin. that's
oatmeal
the problem.
raisin.
Like oatmeal chocolate chip cookies are good.
True. Well, oatmeal raisin is trash.
See, it's not the oatmeal. The oatmeal did nothing wrong.
Well, but I
It
feel like
just has to be
I feel like
paired with raisin.
but the thing is about that is like if you say oatmeal raisin, it's oatmeal raisin. Raisin is there's no other raisin cookie. Okay, you have oatmeal raisin.
That's true. That's how you find the real serial killers of the world. Who the
I
fuck's
look
putting
at- I
raisin
look
in
at
other
it-
things?
I look at it like this. It's like, when you order a burger and you say no lettuce, but then they put lettuce on it anyway, and you're like, well, I'm not going to spend fucking time picking it off. I'll just fucking eat it anyway. It's not that bad. You just fucking eat the damn cookie or don't.
I'm not
It's not
eating it
that
because
hard.
the raisins are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, see, what you do then, Riley, is you're like, oh, well, they ordered my food wrong. So then you go, excuse me, sir.
No, I would never do
This
that.
is the wrong order. And you try to get a free meal. That's
Christian,
life.
Yeah,
what if
it's so
I'm already on the
unfucking
fucking interstate all the way on the way home? I'm not going to
You
fucking go
call
back.
and complain. That is the plight.
What are they going to do? Fucking deliver the food to you? No.
Yes. Give me my fucking food.
Does anyone else, like, I
No.
fucking hate drive-thrus.
Drive-thrus are pretty bad.
Because have you ever gone through a drive-thru with a group of people? It's a nightmare. Just go the fuck inside, much faster. Everyone else order their own food.
Yeah.
Instead of having, what do you want? Okay, they want this ordered this way, and then the guy can't hear it, so he fucking recites it wrong, and then you're just like, what the fuck?
45.
And you're
What
ba-
size would you like?
You're basically
It's
fucked
just-
if someone doesn't get their food, too.
Yeah,
It's just stupid. Go inside if you have a group of people.
that is
Not
true.
that hard, folks. People don't want to get out of their car. They act like it's just a death sentence to have to walk inside the store.
Also, shout out Subway putting in the freaking I can't remember what they call it now, but
kiosk
Oh
thing.
my god.
kiosk,
We have to talk
yes.
about Subway.
Shout out fucking
Subway
has
Kiosk,
ruined my
like,
life, right?
iPad thing.
Riley, Subway's ruined my life.
Why?
They're no longer having roast beef.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
Christian
yeah.
told me about this.
I'm so fucking sad.
Why are they not doing that? I didn't know
It has
about
something
that.
to do with COVID. I don't know. It's like they can't like order it anymore if it's too expensive or
I mean,
demand or
they-
something. I
They'll
was so
probably
sad.
They'll probably won't have it for like maybe a month, and then they'll get it back because
They better. What sandwich
fucking
doesn't
hope.
have roast beef?
our meat prices are starting to drop now. So it's like, whatever. They should be dropping here.
I think they just
Soon.
fucking hate it.
Listen, so I will personally come in and bring my own roast beef. Okay, just put that
Can I just
bitch.
get
put
two
that-
buns
That's
and
fine.
toast?
So I'm not a
And
huge
put some
fan
provolone
about
on
the
there.
cold roast.
Yeah,
beef
I got my own
anymore,
roast beef.
so-
Yo, just slap that bitch on in a
Toast
toaster.
the roast beef, Mr.
Yeah,
Collins.
yes,
Toast it.
you absolutely
You gotta
toast
get it
it.
Nah,
toasted.
good.
Yes,
But you go to Subway to get it toasted.
That's
If you don't
why-
want it
that's
toasted,
why you
get
go
your
to
ass Jimmy
Subway.
John's.
yeah. I miss Quiznos.
I used to toast it,
God.
but I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, you gotta get it toasted. That's why you're there.
Yeah.
No,
Why the hell are you paying all that money for cold food? That doesn't make sense.
I mean, not that much.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
At that point,
See,
you go to
I'm
Jimmy
paying
John's.
money, so I don't have to talk to people. All right. That's why I shout out that fucking kiosk thing. You don't have to fucking
Well,
tell
can you
anybody
imagine
my
trying to
order.
order a sandwich like just over the drive-through? That'd be a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, they never had a drive-through.
Well, most Subways don't have a drive-through.
Exactly.
Most of them are always
Just
just in
shout out
some
to this
random ass strip mall in a town of 300 people that shouldn't have any restaurant. But they're
The ones that I have seen have drive-throughs, they're all like kiosk drive-throughs too. Like you
Yeah.
put your order in at the kiosk and then you go to the drive-through. You don't
Well, those
order
are
it.
those are pretty new.
Yeah.
it's a new revelation.
When is McDonald's just gonna like switch over to doing that through the drive-through? They have it
Yeah.
indoors.
It's just adapt the Chick-fil-A system where they just have people out there that do it because it's much faster. Chick-fil-A is a well-oiled machine when it comes
They
to
are.
their drive-through. They get their shit.
It's like
going
they just know. It's like it's getting busy. All right, let's man the stations outside. Holy shit!
No matter what day you go to a Chick-fil-A, it's gonna have just a massive backup of cars too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to Chick-fil-A.
and but it's still pretty fast. I think part of that's just
Can
having
imagine.
a focused menu, just like pump
They
out
put one on the
sandwiches.
north side. That'd be
chicken
pretty
strip.
fucking epic.
It's my greatest dream.
Epic. That or Raising Cane's. Those are pretty equal.
We need like a Fuddruckers, you know?
I haven't had Fuddruckers in a while.
I haven't either.
Christian,
I
you
haven't
got
had it in years.
you got Applebee's and you got Chili's, okay?
I don't want either of those things. Actually,
Christian,
Chili's
last
is
time
good.
the
Applebee's
last
is
time I went
Chili.
to Fuddruckers, last time I went to Fuddruckers was with Ryan.
Or a Freddy's. We also need a Freddy's. It's like the equivalent.
My,
I'm not
it's
I'm not a Freddy's fan.
Really, it's like a better Culver's in every way.
No, it's just Culver's.
It's Culver's, but better.
It's Culver's with shitty small fries.
And better ice cream.
Well, Culver's has custard, so
Whatever. Custard is
Yeah.
boring. Okay?
Yes,
God, I
man,
hate when somebody's
mixer.
like, it's fucking It's not custard. It's ice cream. Shut the
What's
fuck
the
up.
difference
Stop it.
between custard and ice cream?
I
man?
think it's
I
the
wanna know.
fat content or something. I don't give a
Who
shit.
the hell cares?
I think instead of like
It's good,
something
give me it.
instead of like milk, instead they use like heavy whipping cream or something.
It's some bullshit that I don't care about. It looks like ice cream. It tastes like ice cream. It's ice cream.
It's noticeably softer though, which is
Yeah, and you don't have like that really
power to
syrupy.
the player.
It doesn't taste as
Yeah.
syrupy as like anywhere
Yeah.
else does for ice cream.
At Dairy Queen.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
Dairy Queen is a monster.
When is Dairy
Some
Queen
monster.
actually going down? Like when are they filing
They
for
never.
bankruptcy because their
Have you
food's
seen how expensive it
absolute
is there?
garbage?
That's why they're not going down.
Yeah. You're literally paying double for food that's worth
Like,
2 cents.
We spent like 20 minutes on a damn fast food rant again.
That's good. Hey.
Wait, you just need to get
people
rid
know
of
this.
any food that's not ice cream. Just get rid of a Dairy Queen, okay?
It's
Yeah.
100%.
They'd save
true.
so much
To a
more money.
frickin' ice cream.
My grandma goes
Stick
and
to
gets
ice cream.
salad. Like, what the fuck are you getting a salad
What?
at Dairy Queen for?
I swear to
Like a
God,
grilled chicken salad.
like 2 out of the 3 times you go to a Dairy Queen and you get like a hot dog or something, it's gonna be cold.
Why am I getting a hot dog then?
Cause like, so what else you gonna get? You get like a shitty
Can I get
burger,
a salad?
I like how they give you like buttered bread as a side. Like, that's just what?
and it tastes
Can I
awful.
Can I
get
get
Or-
a frickin'
It's tastes
Can I get
awful,
a
too.
salad with ice cream on top?
That's cursed.
truly
Don't you
cursed.
say that.
Yo, I got some popcorn,
Yo, you got
shrimp, and
raisins
fries.
in
Can you
the
just
back?
like spread some like
Put some
ice
fucking
cream over that?
raisins on top?
Right, I'm gonna have to ask you to never speak to me again.
Oh my god! Holy fuck! So this just brought me back. What about ants on a log? Ugh.
What?
Excuse me? What the hell are you saying?
Do you know what ants on a log are?
No.
No.
Like food wise? So they're basically I'm pretty sure they're pretty Midwestern. I've never had them, but I remember hearing about them a lot, and it's like, holy fuck, that sounds disgusting. It's a piece of celery with peanut butter on the inside and raisins to simulate the ants.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
All
We're
right.
going on a-
I think that's where we end it. I have to go sleep now. All
I'm
right.
appalled.
I'm
I'm appalled.
thank you for watching this episode of the Dimers Podcast. Go fuck yourself.